Hi my lovies. Guys, this beauty is Yarrow. And to me, it's the wildflower of the feathered sword. Like, look at its leaves. Each one divides again and again. And it, like, you know, it became, like, it looks like a sword, but then it becomes a feather. And the name Achilles millefolium, like, legend says that Achilles used yarrow to help care for wounded soldiers after battle, and I love that one. And millefolium then means the 1,000-leaved plant, so you can see it, like, it's just leaves everywhere, and it's gorgeous. But inside it, guys, there's flavonoids, tannins and essential oils, and traditionally it was used to help stop minor wounds and help, you know, with healing and calm inflammation and soothe digestion and encourage sweating during like fevers and stuff. And across Ireland and Europe, yarrow was a plant of like protection. You know, people used to travel with it, and people slept with it under their pillow for like really good dreams. And in folklore then, they said that yarrow was such a healer that, you know, you have to ask the good people for permission before you pick it, and then give thanks afterwards, because healing is so sacred. And then look at the leaves again, the 1,000-leaf plant. Maybe healing never comes from one great act. Maybe it comes from one leaf at a time, like one kind word or one gentle touch or one act of forgiveness, one choice to love instead of hate, until a small, like 1,000 small acts become strong enough to withstand any storm. And when summer ends, yarrow releases again thousands of tiny seeds into the wind, ready to begin again. And perhaps that's why it became known as the soldier's herb. Not because it followed soldiers into battle, but because after the battle was over, it carried healing forward. And I think it's amazing that it looks like swords then as well. Do you know, the leaves, they look really sword-like. And then it was a soldier's herb. Do you know, because like, the feathered sword reminds us wounds can be made in like a single moment, but its thousands of leaves remind us that healing, you know, takes 1,000 small acts. Its thousands of seeds remind us healing can spread even further than the wound ever did. Like, one soldier can help another, and one parent can help a child, and one kind word changes like a stranger, and one gentle heart like could change a whole generation. And like yarrow, healing never ends. It simply scatters the seeds upon the wind. And perhaps that there's one final lesson. The sword only has to strike once. A careless word, you know, a betrayal, one moment of anger. But healing asks for something different. It asks for patience and kindness and trust rebuilt one moment at a time. And perhaps that's why yarrow bears 1,000 tiny leaves. Not because one leaf alone can heal, but because what is broken is rarely mended by one like great apology. It's mended by 1,000 small acts of love. And like, you know, again, maybe that's why yarrow looks like a sword that became a feather. Like, it's a reminder that the greatest warriors, they're not remembered for how deeply they wounded, you know, but for how deeply they learned to heal. And like, even the sharpest sword can become a feather when its purpose changes from like healing, from fighting to healing, which I absolutely love about it. So that's yarrow to me, guys. I hope you like that one, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.